Hi everyone, it's Adrienne, the Grateful Diabetic. Today I have book club with my church ladies, and the book we're reading I really didn't start getting into literally until this morning, and I've had it for a week and a month. I should have said a month and a week. Anyway, so I always try to take something for those of us that can't have a lot of sugar. And actually what I'm about to make does have a tad more carbs and sugar than what I normally do, but it just sounded really good, and I reduced a little bit of some of the ingredients and changed one of them around. Anyway, so we're making coconut almond energy bites. Obviously there's going to be coconuts and almond in it. So what we need, and I'm going to read the instructions out because I can't memorize everything, but we need a cup of roasted salted almonds. I am not big in salted anything, and not that I have high sodium at all, but I know a lot of the ladies in my church do have that, so I actually got raw almonds on this. Okay, so then we also need the unsweetened shredded coconut. So absolutely no sugar was added. This is, you have a hint of coconut taste on it. I did try it. Okay, and then you're going to want your rolled oats. These are old-fashioned rolled oats. Normally I don't eat oats because of the carbs, but these call for that, and I really limit myself a lot of my carbs, so I figured this was not going to hurt me this time to try a little something yummy. Okay, then you want your Planet Oat. This is where I got the information as well. Planet Oat milk does different recipes, if you will. And so what I got, this called for the Planet Oat vanilla flavoring, and there's only 2 grams in each serving of carbs, so not too bad. Mostly milks are very high in carbs. And then they called for a cup of dark chocolate. I actually got 100% Ghirardelli chocolate bar, and then I broke it up, and this is just under a cup of chocolate because not everyone needs all that chocolate in my little group here. And then you want a half a cup of almond peanut butter. It sounded funny, but almond butter. And then it calls for half a cup of honey. I reduced it to 1/4 of a cup. So here we go. We're going to have to make a little bit of noise, so I apologize for the noise ahead of time. But they want us to put, combine the almonds. Whoops, I just spilled a few. Let's get those on there. Obviously, I don't have to mention this, but I know everyone washes their hands, right, before they start cooking. I hope. Okay, so we're going to combine the almonds. We're going to combine the coconut and the oats. So let's do that. Let's not make a mess like I did with the almonds. As you guys can all tell from now, this video and other videos, I am not a professional at all. I'm just trying to live a grateful, diabetic friendly life, and I'm just trying to share it with everyone. Okay, so we're going to put the top on, and then we're gonna, this says to pulse it a few times. Let's turn this on. So let's get it going. It says just to get it chopped up a bit. One more. Okay. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add it to a large mixing bowl, which I have behind me. And let's move some stuff out of the way. Oh, I found 2 stray almonds, but that's okay. We're going to put them here. All right. Let's pour it in. Now let's get this out of the way. Okay. All right, so we have it in our mixing bowl, and now they're saying to scoop the almond butter in. So let's get the almond butter in. And the almond butter, if you want to know any of the ingredients that I'm using other than the Planet Oat, which is what I told you, you know what company I'm getting these from, message me, leave a comment, and I will let you know. It's just too much to go into now. So if you are very interested, I will give you the information. You just have to ask me. Okay, so we're putting the almond butter in. Now that we're mixing it over that, let's get our hair out of the way. If you've got longer hair, you really should keep your hair back. You don't want anyone eating your DNA. Ugh. Okay, so we're going to add the almond butter. We're going to add, let me just kind of get that in there. We're going to add the honey and the planet oat to the mixture. So I'm just going to kind of get this going here. Okay, mush it up. Okay, let's get the honey in. I'm super excited to have honey because I never have it anymore. Unless I'm having problems sleeping. What I have done, my holistic friend that I go see, she has got me on a regime, if you will, of it's very organic, natural honey. I mean, honey itself should be natural, but you know, not everything you consume is good for you when it should be. Anyway, she's got me on this organic honey, and what you do is you take Celtic salt, and it's got to be Celtic salt, and if you wake up in the middle of the night, you know, a lot of people do, and you can't go back to sleep, and I'm one of those people. What you do is you wake up in the middle of the night, you can't go back to sleep after however long you want to wait. Next to your bedside table, if you have made up just a little bit of the honey and the Celtic salt, mix it together, leave it there. But when you wake up and you can't go back to sleep, you take a little bit, just a little bitty spoonful. It took me a while to find a little spoonful in my house. And then you put it under your tongue and you let it melt under there. I mean, obviously you're going to swallow it and you're going to keep it in your mouth. And it could be that you are having some problems with your cortisol. And that may, not everyone is going to be helped by this, but that may help you go back to sleep and have a decent night's sleep. It has helped me several times I've used it. I don't use it all the time. There are times when I have used it and it didn't work at all, and I think that's just because I had a lot of worries going on in my mind, and nothing's going to help that, right? Sometimes stress, you just need to work on that in different ways. Okay, so we're going to get this all. I probably should have used a different spoon, but I'm stuck with this now. All right. Ooh, pouring that oat milk in there really helped get this a little bit easier. Okay, so now we're going to put our chocolate chips in. I think this is pretty good. And just so you know, ahead of time, I prepared my little tray that I'm going to put it on with a silicone, instead of using aluminum or anything like that, I used a silicone sheet. I really like it. I've had it for years. It's beat up. It looks horrid, but it works fabulously still. And I keep thinking, I've got to get some more. Okay, so we've combined all of this. And one other thing we do need to add is to make sure we have, oops, wrong one. We want to make sure that we have some coconut shavings so we can roll our honey bites and our almond bites into it. Okay, so looks like this is pretty good. All right, I'm not going to do a whole bunch. I'm just going to do a few to show you, and then you're going to put it in the fridge, and you want it to stay there for at least 30 minutes or more so it sets. And then voila, you should have some coconut almond energy bites. Okay, so let's do this. I'm using a scooper. Let's get this stuff out of the way, and we're going to bring this over so you can see what the heck is going on. We're going to scoop it up. We're going to squeeze it. It says to squeeze. Roll the ball in your hand. Ooh, this is messy. And then we're going to roll it, hang on, into the shredded coconut, like so. And then place it on the sheet. So let's do one more together. Nope. run away. I can see why you squeeze it because it is a little wettish. And let's grab our coconut. There we go, rolling it in. Okay, and then plop it on. Okay, so there you have it. And then you're gonna leave it in for about 2 minutes. 30 minutes, and you should be all set to eat it. So if you do try this at home, please let me know. If you have any suggestions, any recipes that sound fabulous, please let me know as well. Okay, thanks. Have a grateful diabetic day.